Stay with me, people. Sugar Shred-15, bitch! As you can see, glistening off this bald head. Just getting through, grabbing some food, and back to the spot. Looked up my, what is that? Yelp. I had to test the ratings there. Chipotle down the street, half a mile. Figured I could wrap up my steps. I was at 7,000 for the day. Somehow, been riding all day. And now 8,900, so I should still wrap up with 10 by the end of the day. But I've had more than enough of the truck stop food. All the good stuff, but of course when you're following the diet like I am, still the discipline gives you limited options. And I saw Chipotle half a mile away. Like, okay, get a workout, keep what you kill, baby. Earn that meal. Veggie burrito loaded down. Lovely ladies had to grab another wrap to double wrap that thing. So many options. Gotta love the lifestyle. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been on. Daily weigh-ins have not been happening. Had a couple of breaks, had a 3-year anniversary, trip back home, been on the road other than that, and everything is still continuing, but I just haven't really felt like I've had anything to say. So please drop some comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to know about this lifestyle, about this diet, about travel, being on the road. It's funny, Yolo Ave 13 years ago started this channel, The Road Least Traveled, and here I am with a career in logistics, on the road, transportation, and all this good stuff. But more or less, the road least traveled, all these carbs and sugars, making it into my lifestyle. So you saw the title of the video. As you know, Sugar Shred 15, going for 15% body fat, the illustrious, elusive six-pack abs, and we are still in pursuit. But I wanted to share, it's been now, what was it, Memorial Day when I started back in May. We're now rolling halfway into September, being the 15th. So a solid, damn, what is that, 4? Let me do some math. 4 months, over a quarter, straight up with sugar fasting. And you see me explore, you see me experiment, and you now see, you know that I put in the work, I get in the gym, workout wherever I can. That's really, because every facet I got to touch on, right? I actually got a lot to talk about. What I've seen in such a short time in 4 months. One, the most rapid weight loss I've experienced, period, on any other protocol, any other discipline, hands down. The definition, the vascularity, the body fat, the weight dropping. I have not had these results through any of my other methods, water fasting, protein sparing, modified fasting, keto, whatever. I have not had these kind of results. As well, the flexibility to enjoy buffets, to enjoy drinking, to enjoy socializing, to enjoy eating, whatever, whenever, however. Not that it is a carefree. However, when the fasting, my hands are full so I can't give quotations. When the fasting is eating sweets, sugars, honey, fruits, and all that good shit, it really doesn't feel like fasting. It really feels like I need to dial in, get back to it. That's the biggest change that's been impacted to my lifestyle, being on this routine, being on this discipline of sugar fasting. The next day, because your body, the way it digests glucose, sugars, carbohydrates, and gets right back to it, as they said from the beginning, which lured me in, it truly is, whatever you do, break the fast, whatever, sugar diet, sugar fasting, doesn't matter. Next day, just get back to your sugars. Within 2-3 days of eating, the results, the vascularity, the definition, the fat loss, it all just comes off. And I've said this time and time again because I noticed the habits, right? And I don't feel bad about it anymore. Not getting on the scale, I put in the work the first 90 days. I know this shit works scientifically, mathematically. When I get to new lows, I know about what my body looks like. And the numbers are not as important. 15% body fat is going to take some work. Getting the six-pack out is going to take some work. So with that, I'm not so tied into, because I've got receipts, fam. Daily pictures, daily weigh-ins, all that good shit. What I am concerned with is what it is as a lifestyle long-term. 4 months, great. What am I going to look like in 4 years? And I can tell you from especially this lifestyle on the road, being able to find the options to adhere which is the most important thing in your lifestyle, that you can actually stick to what the regimen is. That's what's going to enforce it. And you heard what I said earlier, socializing, buffets, drinking, whatever, whenever, still working, because I can always hop back onto the sugar the next day. Now, here's another adaptation. I told you that I've gone to, you could kind of consider it extreme, at least like 3 to 5 days sugar fasting. Fruits, juices, sugar, honey, all the good stuff. Just that pure tier 1 if you're in the skeleton diet realm. But just sticking to those foods gets the best results. While I'm on the road, that's also the most efficient, cost-effective, easy to find in a truck stop, anywhere and everywhere. And at the same time, if I want to go grab some Chipotle, at the same time, if I want to get a cup of rice to have with a garden salad at the end of the night, I'm still within the realm of the sugar fasting. Leaving out the protein, leaving out the fats, it just does what it does each and every time. What up, people? We got Diamond, hi. I don't know, some other people, J Boys, Knock, Croc, whoever that was. Appreciate y'all tuning in. So I say all that to say is it's allowed me as a lifestyle to adapt to know exactly the type of foods I want to eat. With that, I want to touch on, I've talked to you all about long-term fasting, intermittent fasting, the effects of when your body has cravings and why, what that all means. So in eating sugars, in eating carbohydrates, you're going to have a lot of cold foods, other than rice, right? Other than rice at the end of the day kind of thing. Or pancakes, stuff like that. I try not to stick to the carbohydrates end of it because I want the most results as much as possible. So right now the routine I'm doing is 5 days on, sugar fasting, whole foods, the fruit, honey, juices, and then a couple of days, usually around when I have a reason to celebrate. Honestly, being on the road, on the go, traveling, I'm able to sugar fast continuously. However, I know that I don't want to get to a point of negligence, nutritional deficiency, shit like that. And at the same time, my big ass has discovered I do not require nearly the amount of protein that I had to have every day. I do not require nearly the amount of stimulus. I've averaged, when I get it in, when I'm around some weights, when I'm around the gym, till I'm on my own truck solo, I'll be rocking with some dumbbell weights and I'll keep it in that way. But I've been able to get one workout a week. I've been able to get the steps daily. So not even my VO2 max, my conditioning, stamina, that run was the first run I've had this week, and I went and did some sprints last week. I'm finally in what I would consider a normal average person's training realm. I've always been the above and beyond, extreme, optimized, do as much as I can type, and I've had frustrating results because this shit has taken me over 27 years. But I am now in the average range where they say all you need is 30 minutes, 3 times a week in the gym, go for a walk, go for a run. I'm doing that, and my body is maintaining. When I stay on the sugar fasting, 2-3 days at best, new veins are coming out, new cuts are coming out. I can tell. When I'm in the normal, drinking, eating, having whatever, enjoying whatever city I'm in, I can tell the inflammation. I can tell the swelling. It's not like I just bloat out. I don't even know on the scale if I'm putting on 8-10 pounds, things I used to have when I was doing keto. But I can tell the difference in when my body's cut up. And as soon as I get right back to the sugar, Shred City, no time. So it's given me the control. I've mentally done it so many times, on again, off again. I don't have a fear or anxiety about losing the results. I'm still pushing forward to new results. Maybe we'll end the year. Maybe it'll be a Christmas gift to unwrap a 6-pack and reveal off in this piece. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole point. I know I had it as Summer Shred-15. I brought you along to track my experience getting into the sugar dieting. One thing I've loved, here's another way it's changed. People can barely fucking recognize me. To be honest, people in my life that saw me, knew me 6 months ago, and this is after, mind you, I've lost over 100 pounds 7 years ago. People see me and cannot recognize me. The clothes I'm wearing are not the same. I already had to replace my whole wardrobe, and I still have some room to go. But these are all the changes. This is how it's impacting me, truth be told. One thing I did want to get to as far as the cravings, I went and got that burrito there, loaded up with all this good warmness, because I do notice that, not a deficiency or a craving of nutrients from I have to have the protein, I have to have the fats. I stay on the shred juice, so I'm getting the magnesium, potassium, sodium, keeping that in the mix. But having cold food all the time, I do notice where I want to have something warm. And at the same time, I notice where those warm, savory, salty foods, heavy with the fats, heavy with the protein, whatever else, I notice the impact they have on my body. So it's also given a psychological benefit that when I eat the way I like to eat, continuously, day after day, I get great results. I see the progress. Everything's going as my routine, as my discipline should give. When I go splurge and enjoy, it doesn't completely throw me off the rails, but it definitely takes away. I can look at pictures, I can look at video, I can look at vlogs, I can look at content and see, oh shit, when I got back in town, I was cut the fuck up. All right, I look good, but not as good. You feel me? And of course, like I said, a few days and it goes right back. But I'm noticing the difference in all that because as I say of everything, 3 steps you want to get it right. First, get your discipline. If I can stick to the routine is one thing, but how am I actually living life? How am I actually experiencing? So if I'm experiencing cravings for warm food, let me go grab a burrito. Veggie burrito, skip the protein. Why? Because I know what it's going to do to my results. I know what it's going to do to my body. Not a bad or negative thing. I'm just cutting the fuck up. Shred, sugar shred. So let me just stick to that. Get the veggies, get the beans, get the rice, tortilla, all that stuff. While it will slow down over the juices, honey, those lighter sugar fast foods, at the same time, I'm still going to keep progress because again, get back to it the next day. It just works like that. So that's been the experience. Not only that, since I've lost, I think another probably 30 pounds plus. We started at 248 on the sugar fasting. At my lowest, I've been at 216. Like I said, I have not pulled out the scale. I have not lost much muscle mass, strength, anything like that. I feel light as fuck. That half a mile run, so a mile there and back, barely broke a sweat, barely winded, and I'm not even training or running as hard. Also, my recovery. I train, I'm sore. After about a day or two, I'm good to go. I'm also training less frequency, so maybe I'm just fresh. I don't know. But I wanted to give y'all an update. I wanted to let y'all know everything going down. And let's see what's up. Sec with the chat. I know they're talking about all kinds of anything and everything. Hoping it ain't nothing too crazy. I think he's talking about health and food. Yes, that is Croc 199. I gotta go holla at you then. I don't know Kuwasai username. I don't know a username. There you go. Oh yeah, I'm a like and sub. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Is that Mesnaldo, bro? Can I ask you a question? You just asked the question. Good job, bro. Based on my displaced picture, should I lose weight or just do a George Floyd? Wow, these people is vicious. The internet is undefeated. 2 people and you talking too much. Calm down. You're a broke bum on the streets at night. What? Who turns in for this stuff? This is funny. All right, so they got a battle going on. You just gotta call everybody all. This is hilarious. That's why the comments. Y'all are funny as fuck. Anyway, I want to know your journey. Are you sitting back watching? Are you actually experiencing? Are you going for a 6-pack? Are you changing your lifestyle? Let me get back to that. 3 things you need: discipline, nutrition, get the body active. You do those 3 things, I promise you. On my word, Yolo Ave, you only live once. Take care of this temple, take care of this body. Anything is possible, fam. 14 years ago, 378 pounds, triple XL shirts. I'm the small bitch. Summer straight in this motherfucker. That's what it is. Getting it in. You travel? You on the road? Well, fuck, I am too. Tell me something. Tell me what you can't do inside of this lifestyle. Tell me what's not possible. You ain't even got to do with the sugar. Get on your keto. Get your discipline right. Whatever works for you. Protein sparing, modified fast. Do the carnivore diet. I don't give a fuck. The whole point, fam. I'm enjoying living life. I'm enjoying carving this physique. I'm telling y'all, and it's allowing me to push further than I thought before. 5 days, all fruits, honey, sugar, easy. And the results I get from it, fucking fantastic. It makes anything and everything workable inside of the lifestyle. Flexibility has got to be the #1 hands down benefit. So I'm about to dive into this. Because as you know, after getting a run, you want them extra calories. But in the meantime, I'm going to be right here. Wish you the best, only success, being the best goddamn version of myself. Say it with me with this heavy ass burrito. Lift it up. Come on. It's that big, fam. It's that big. All right, one more time. Beyond empowered, bitch. Question is, who are you going to be? Peace.